Hello! This is day 1 of my 10-day vlog challenge. This is how I started my day today. Hi! We just got back from Houston last night, so it's noon, but it feels like 6 a.m. because we didn't get home till like 5:30. We left yesterday morning to do a show, Ruby Review, Houston House of Blues. It was really great, but we travel to Houston and back in the same day, so it's super exhausting for everybody involved. But it's so much fun to travel with the show, and we're going to be traveling a lot more, possibly getting a monthly in Anaheim and maybe in Vegas too, and then after we conquer the West Coast, we're going to be heading east to Philly and New York and maybe even Cleveland. It's kind of an inside joke. But yeah, so today is Sunday. It's day 1. I'm really excited about doing this challenge because I do want to become more mindful about the way I spend my time, and I also want to be very honest with all of my people about my real life and about the things that I struggle with that I don't really talk about so much, like my anxiety and depression and just other things about being like a freelance artist. This house that I live in, my grandma's house, I've been trying to kind of get together since I've moved here like 5 years ago, and I've been letting go of a lot of like my hoarding tendencies and things like that. But I haven't really ever shared that with people, and I've kind of been stuck in my own life when I come home by myself for a long time, and I think this is the time I want to kind of open that up. I've got like a week off. I say a week off from traveling, but I have a little bit of extra time this next week and a half, so I'm hoping that this vlog challenge will be divinely placed into these 10 days, so that I'll have time to really like evaluate what I'm doing and how I'm spending my time, and this is going to help me to really see that, I think. So thank you, Joseph Brewster, for making me do this challenge and pulling me out of my comfort zone. And another thing I want to say is that I do vlog like a video journal by myself that I've been doing for like 5 years, and I do it off and on. It's very inconsistent, and it's only for me. No one has ever seen another video that I've done. And I've always thought about like doing a YouTube channel or a vlog, because my life is crazy. I do a lot of crazy things, you know. I work for the Ruby Review, but I'm also an actress and a singer and a model and a teacher, and so my life is more than just the Ruby Review, for sure, and it's also more than just entertainment. I've got a lot of like weird, crazy personal things too that I deal with on a daily basis. I've had a crazy life, and I think it's about time that I let people in and give you guys a little view of what it's like in my crazy life, and maybe you'll get to hear my new song called Crazy Life too during this whole thing. So alright, now I have to learn how to edit. This is gonna be wild. So one of the things I like to do first thing in the morning is look in the mirror and talk to myself. Here comes the whole vulnerability thing, like coming out with how weird I really am. I talk to myself about how much I love myself and how happy I am to be awake and be alive in this day. And I've also been on this weight loss journey for the past like year and a half or so. So I take time to appreciate my body and appreciate what I've done for myself. And try to really, I don't remember what it was like before so that I don't go back to that, and remember why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, because if I don't have a why, it's really hard to stay motivated for anything that I do. If I don't know why I'm cleaning or whatever, like so that I can be happy and relax later, then I won't do it. I'm just so rebellious. I'm a punk ass. So unless I have a really good reason why I'm doing something, I just won't do it. That's why I never did any homework when I went to public school. But anyway, so I stand in the mirror, and today's a particularly great day for that because I am going to be running errands in my bikini because I'm going to be maybe hitting up a pool later. So this is what it looks like. Hey, hey, hey. And then I have a little party to myself, like, you know, I love my house, I love my job, I love my life, I can do anything good, that kind of thing, like that little girl. So, yeah. So that's a big part of my morning. I take a lot of time in the morning to meditate and to like scroll Facebook or do whatever I want to kind of ground myself. I'll usually will take a long shower or a bath or something. You saw my oiling process, which is always a big to-do because of my psoriatic arthritis, which I don't also talk about very much. Being a model and an actress and being in the public eye, having psoriasis, and like what a hindrance that could be for me, but I try not to let it be. So, and I don't even talk about it, and I know a lot of people that don't know me personally probably don't even know I have it. So there you go, there's a little bit about me. So I just got a letter from my best friend who is in prison right now, and sometimes I forget. It's not that I forget, but there's sometimes that I ignore the fact that there's this darkness that has been a part of my life and that has affected my family and my friends and so many people and myself, and I do talk about it sometimes, but I don't talk about it enough, and it's meth addiction. Oh God, this is like so heavy. But my best friend, and he's like a brother to me. He's been one of my roll dogs since like I was 13. Anyway, he's been in prison for the past 2 years, and because he was a different person. Like meth made him a totally different person, and we couldn't even be friends, really, you know. That's all beside the point. What I'm trying to say right now is that I really miss him, and there are other people in my life that I miss a lot that this drug has taken away from me, whether it be by death or by just the people becoming zombies and not being themselves anymore, and not being people that I can be around, and also being triggering for me. I'm 12 years clean from meth, and I can't be in the same room as it still to this day because it's still tempting to me. I could still have that thought of, well, maybe I could just hit it one time, you know. And even after all these years, even after watching my mother-in-law die and watching, you know, my brother's girlfriend's mom die and all these things that I've seen happen because of this one evil drug, I still have that thought. That's how powerful it is, and that's how bad it is. So I'm hanging out in my car. I'm about to go into Walmart. I'm procrastinating for a couple reasons. I am headed to a party, a birthday party after this, where I don't know anyone. And I really don't even know the person whose birthday it is very well. And so that's a fun thing with anxiety. I've learned to just like do things anyway, even when I feel like I want to throw up or whatever. And sometimes it's not even that intense, and you know, it's gotten a lot better over the years, but like just little things that I do, and I always end up having fun. I always end up meeting people and networking and doing great things. But it just takes like getting through that little of like doing things that your anxiety doesn't want you to do, and that voice tells you that you can't do. Like this vlog challenge, I'm already doubting myself and already not wanting to post any of this stuff that I've said so far, because I feel like, I don't know, it's so scary to be that vulnerable and to put yourself out there like that and be open to suggestion, people, what they have to say. And I know people are gonna say things, and maybe they won't, and maybe nobody cares about any of this, so it's all silly. It's all about me, really. This is about like my own like inner journey and being open with the world. But anxiety is a real thing, and the ego is a real thing, and it talks to everyone, me included, constantly. But it's our jobs to remember who we really are and remember the strength that we really have, and that's just fear, and that's just anxiety, and we can really do anything. And when we get past that voice, usually that voice is stopping us from something great. That voice is stopping us from doing something that we really want to do, or that would really benefit us in some way, but we're just, you know, allowing that voice to talk us out of it. So I'm gonna not let that voice talk me out of it. I'm gonna go on with my day. I'm gonna go on with this vlog challenge, and I encourage you to do the same. I think I'm here at this party where I don't know anyone, but I don't know if I'm here, and it's making me super nervous. And I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna walk up there with my clearly American cherry lemonade, because I quit drinking also this year, which also makes it way harder to do this kind of stuff. Like going to networking events sober and trying to talk to people without drinks in my hand is very challenging, and a new thing that I'm having to learn from scratch. And I'm looking around because everyone who drives by me or walks by me is looking at me like I'm crazy. So now I know what Jess was always talking about. Oh, God, this is hard. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's making me very self-conscious. Just in general. Even when I'm not on film, just walking around, I'm more self-conscious. My anxiety is like creeping up on me. So, I don't know. Hopefully, it's all worth it. So I went to the place and I did the thing, and it was really great, and I had a great time, and I met great people just like I thought, and I was so glad that I went out of my comfort zone and I went to that party, and I didn't die. But I have realized that since starting this, literally this morning, it's made me so aware of myself and like how much I share with people and how much I don't share with people. And like I've gotten in the habit of not saying everything that I think, for sure, because I got a story for everything. I got a fucking something to say for everything, and it gets really annoying. And like I become a Penelope, you know, like one of those people who's got always have something, some experience or something to say. I don't really need to be that way. I don't need to tell everybody everything, but at the same time, I do have experiences that can help people, and I need to remember that sometimes whatever you say might be valuable to whoever you say it to. So, I don't know. Just becoming aware of that balance of like sharing too much not being...
In 2 miles, use the second from the right lane to take exit 445B for President George Bush Turnpike East.
GPS. I don't know. I want to be able to help people with my story and what I'm doing and the things that I've experienced. So I'm learning to be vulnerable and speak up about the stories that I've had. Like tonight. Oh no. Tonight. Okay, let's try that again. Anyway, the moral of the story is today, since I was talking so much on camera, it made me talk more in real life, and I was both annoyed by myself and also aware that that sometimes I'll say something and I don't realize it's like impactful until someone like looks at me like what, and like gives me a reaction like that. I don't know. It happened once or twice tonight, I think, and it was like, I don't know. It was stuff that I wouldn't normally just say, and I liked being able to be that free to speak my mind and my truth, like I did, but it's still kind of weird, and I just don't know how I feel about it yet. So I guess I will see as this goes on. If vlogging is making me a different person even when I'm not on camera, that's a really tricky thing that I didn't expect. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't take any video at the party because I thought it would be like super weird, kind of like why I didn't video myself at Walmart or anywhere like that, like doing my errands and things today, because I don't want to make this thing like all about me, like about, it's like, it's the Heather show, but it's not really the Heather show. I really, I don't want to like inconvenience other people or make other people feel weird, which is, you know, maybe I should, maybe it shouldn't matter how they feel about what I'm doing. That's the biggest lesson I've been learning so far today is like not caring so much about what other people think, but then in this paradoxical way,